Today, I'm testing the craziest Halloween makeup hacks from TikTok. Because let's be real, we all wait until the last minute, so we need looks that are fast, easy, but still slay. But there's a twist. I'm challenging myself to create 3 full looks using only these hacks. And at the end of the video, you divas get to decide which look is the best. Let's get into it. Let's watch our first hack. Okay, so we're doing black and red eyeshadow, grabbing some micellar water on a liner brush, and then using that to erase a spiderweb shape into the shadow. Sounds easy enough, but does it actually work? I'm doing these hacks so you guys don't have to. You're welcome. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I have some black shadow, and I'm just gonna like smoke out a wing. Now grabbing some red, trying to get that in like a spiderweb shape. I feel like that's pretty good, so now I'm gonna grab some micellar milk from Sephora. I feel like this should work, right? I'm scared. First line, like right here. Okay, things are happening. Okay, yeah, the 3 lines are down. Now I just need the spider web. I'm having to go over 5 times to get it to come off, but it is eventually working. And here is how it looks. I mean, I feel like it's pretty cool. It was not as easy as she made it look in the video, but it does work. Let's move on. Now I'm trying to piece together our look with hacks that kind of make sense. So following along with our spider vibe, let's check out the next video. So we have an Uno playing card, and she's putting lipstick on it and then running that across her face to create some straight lines, and then bending the card and using that to do the curvy spider lines. This is cute. So luckily I didn't do this on both eyes because we're gonna do our playing card hack on this side. And I am about to destroy Uno cards. So there is gonna be one missing after this, unfortunately. I feel like who's gonna miss a 0? You know what I mean? So I'm gonna put some lipstick on my Uno card like this. Also ruining an Armani lipstick that's really expensive. Love that. And we're gonna drag it down. Wait. That kind of worked. All right, let's do it again. Okay, slay. And now we bend it. Oh my God, you guys, I'm really scared actually. Okay, I can like see the vision, but it didn't exactly work. Why does mine look so botched? Maybe from like really far away, it might look fine. And actually, if I touch it up afterward, I think I can save it because at the EOD, like, I'm talented. She did go back and like buff it out with some eyeshadow, so maybe I can like save it. Let me cook for a second. All right, I just fixed up those lines a little bit and erased some of the like nasty part. So now I'm gonna go in with some red shadow like she did in the video and just smoke it out a little bit, add some dimension. And here is our Uno card spider web fantasy moment 3000. Like, did it do what she said it was gonna do? I guess, but I would have been able to do this a lot quicker and a lot better if I just drew it with my hands instead of using the whole Uno card situation. So I don't think this one is a good hack, and it looks a little interesting. I definitely like our first one better. Now these spider webs are looking awfully empty. Maybe we need like a little spider to inhabit them. Let's watch our next hack. 5-minute spider Halloween hack. So she has a fake spider, and then she taps black eyeshadow around it to create, again, kind of like an inverse spider effect. And this is cute, and it honestly looks really easy. Hopefully it's not gonna gag us. I have a bag of fake spiders here. Never thought I would be saying that. This is a pretty big spider. Why do I feel like I might wanna like chop her legs off? I feel like her legs are too long. I'm gonna chop them. I'm gonna give her a little manicure or an amputation. I don't really know. This is a lot more of a doable size, I feel like. And I'm gonna grab a big fluffy brush for this. Okay, against my better judgment, I decided I'm gonna put this in the dead center of my forehead, and I like don't really know why. I'm gonna lift it up. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh wait.
I levitated.
Could I have just been doing this the whole time? Ah! Oh my God, I look like I got shot in the head. This is not good. This is not good. I'm gonna double back to our micellar water and just really define where her legs are. I don't know if it looks like a spider or not, but it looks kind of cool. So here is our fake spider stencil hack. Does it look like a spider to you guys? I don't know if I would know that that's a spider. Comment and let me know what you think I did wrong, but we are stuck with this for the rest of the look. I'm now wishing I didn't put it front and center on my forehead, but let's just hope some of our other hacks can help tie this look together. Let's watch the next one. Easy spider lips. So she's using a floss pick And it looks like these are gonna be like spider legs coming out of her mouth. And then she's going back in with a liner brush. I don't think I like love how that looks, but we're gonna try and do it anyway. So she starts with a red lip on. That's kind of like an ombre look. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that going. So I'm gonna trace the outside. Okay, that looks cute. Now I'm gonna put some red in the center. This might be too bright of red, but that's a later problem. And then we mix together. Okay, the lips are lipping. Love that. And now I literally had to buy floss picks for this because I actually hate floss picks. Taking more of this black lipstick and I'm just gonna put it on the floss string. Okay, well, let's just ruin this. Let's just do it. This looks literally freaking heinous. Oh my god, I hate this. So this is what our first attempt looks like. Dear God. And she also did the other side, thankfully, because one side wasn't enough for us. Okay, wait. It's going a lot better so far. Well, it looks like I have a mustache kind of, but just ignore that. It's definitely savable. Like once I go in there with my little black liner and touch her up a little bit, it's gonna be so fine. All right, ready? Before, after. And again though, it's like, I feel like this would have been easier if we just cut out the floss pick and I just drew it in the first place. But I can understand that some people might have a hard time drawing symmetrical lines like this. So maybe this hack does work. Okay, I actually, believe it or not, did not erase anything that I put on with the floss pick. I just added on top of it. And somehow it ended up looking kind of good. I would say this hack actually does work. That was a crazy roller coaster, but I think it does work. Let's watch our next hack. Okay, so she's using black construction paper, folding it a little bit, and then using eyelash glue and using this as like a crazy fun eyelash. And then she's also adding some eyeliner. Just kind of cuts lines in them like this. Why is this so much harder than it looks? And then she would just glue this to her face. Wait, I literally just dropped it. No, no, no. Oh my god, wait, I found it. It's okay. It's okay, it's okay. It's okay, I'm okay. Before we glue the lash on, I am gonna throw on some black liner like she did in the video. And then I'm just gonna like hold it there. That is actually not what it looks like. Okay, wait, I think adding more is helping. Okay, wait, slay. Check that out. They look kind of good. Now to hide the like paper, I'm gonna add some eyeliner and draw some lashes as well. Wait, that actually looks like so evil villain vibes and I'm kind of so here for it. I'm gonna add some real mascara to blend it. I'm gonna try and do this exact same thing on the other side, but y'all know I'm horrible at making things symmetrical, so everyone like the video to give me good luck. Or don't, I can't force you. Okay, divas, I'm back, and here is what our eyelashes look like. And now I was skeptical at first, and I was kind of being a hater, but tell me why I really like this. Like, I feel like it's so fun, and it looks like there's spiders coming out of my eyes. This is a fantastic hack. I like it a lot, and I will probably do this again, which is crazy. I almost never say that about hacks because they're usually dumb. But is the next one dumb? Fake nails to vampire teeth. File down the nails, stick with denture glue. Do not use nail glue on your teeth. And then they look like little vampire teeth. So never did I ever think I would be buying denture glue at the ripe age of 23, but you know, here we are. And then I also have some white vampire teeth. Wait, no, they're gonna be vampire teeth. Some white acrylic nails. We're definitely gonna need to make these pointier. Well, I'm gonna be here filing for a while. All right, well, I guess we just put some of this denture glue in the back of the nail. Pass it on like that. Cute. This hack works. I feel like it looks just like vampire teeth and they're actually staying in my mouth really well also. I would recommend buying a color that's not pure white so that it blends a little better to your actual teeth. But I love it. I highly recommend. I'm gonna throw on some finishing touches and reveal our final look number 1. Are y'all ready to see the look? 3, 2, 1. Hello, the contact lens, the teeth, and I added a little spider bite to my neck and I glued the spider that we tried to stencil on my head to my neck as well. Cause basically I got like bit by a spider, so then I turned into like half spider, half vampire. And then I added some veins under my eyes to kind of give vampire energy. And surprisingly, I feel like these makeup packs fit together really well cause they were all spider vampire energy. But is look number 2 gonna be as cohesive? I don't know about that. Let's see. Hey divas, it's me. Are you ready to see the photo from the first look? Oh my gosh. Why did it photograph really well? I got a little concerned while I was doing this one that it wouldn't all mesh together, and we did have to kind of revive her halfway through, but I'm really happy with how look number 1 turned out, and I feel like this is a really good contender so far. So let's add her on top of question mark number 1. So this was our little spider vampire fantasy. But for look number 2, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. Now, she is gonna get a little more gory. She's gonna be a little more scary. If you have coulrophobia, this look is not for you. Let's get into it. Hey, what's up you guys? Me again. This one is a little funky and it's a little scary and it's a little sketchy. Let's watch the first video. Toilet paper. I have a lot of that because I do have ulcerative colitis. And then barbecue sauce? Why would she put barbecue sauce in the middle? And then taking a fake, not a fake sponge, that's a real sponge. And then taking a sponge and dabbing that on as well. And then a funky little contact lens. So I don't fully understand what she did here, so I'm just gonna do my Sydney interpretation. Toilet paper. I think she used some sort of adhesive. So I'm thinking we liquid latex it up. Oh, it burns my eye. I need to keep my eye shut. Put this on top. And then she like tore it down the middle. Okay, wait, I feel like I got it to do kind of what hers was doing. Now I'm gonna put some more adhesive on top. This is gonna hurt so bad to take off. Now I need it to dry. Using my sleigh fan that's available at sydneymorgan.co. Also wearing my skincare headband and my spooky season crew neck, which we just came out with new ones that are actually way cuter and they glow in the dark. So definitely go check them out while you can. I appreciate the love and support. Go check out the store. I'm gonna link it on the screen. This is taking longer to dry than I thought, so I'm gonna do a different hack in the meantime. Let's check this one out. So we're putting eyeliner on an eyelash curler and making the triangles above and below our eyes to kind of look like a clown. So we have our eyelash curler back again. You can't get rid of her. I'm gonna try it with eyeliner. No going back. Okay, not horrible. I'm gonna do this side with face paint and see if it's better. Right? Like, look, I feel like the face paint worked so much better than the eyeliner. It's so hard to tell if you're lining it up though. See, I kind of messed her up at the top. And then we gotta do the bottom as well. Wait, why did that one work kind of better? Okay, well, that like kind of worked. It's not exactly a triangle, but it still looks like a clown. And then obviously we're not gonna do one under this eye because she's already got enough going on. And then for our nose, I think I'm gonna use the circle from this eyeliner cap and we're just gonna dot that on. Wait, slay, that worked really well. And now we just go through and fill everything in. All right, I filled them in, sharpened them up a little bit with some liner. Again, could I have just drawn this myself? Yes, but can everybody? No. Fast, easy, did what it was supposed to. So I would say this is good and I would recommend it if any of you girls are being clowns this year. And now I think we're dry over here on the toilet paper side. So I'm gonna take some foundation over top and I'm gonna try and cover up all that toilet paper. Now I'm gonna take a bunch of powder over top of that foundation so it doesn't move. And I have high hopes for this look. Now, is it gonna beat the other two? I don't know. You're just gonna have to stick around until the end of the video. But it could. If I lock in, I feel like it could. And again, before we continue on my little under eye special effects fantasy, let's watch the next hack. How to create 3D staples. This looks really good actually. So she has this elastic craft cord that's silver and she's cutting them into small pieces to look like staples. And then using lash glue to stick them to her face over top of a black line that I would assume was drawn with either eyeliner or face paint. All right, no going back. That's the line we're doing. We're stuck with it. Here's the string that I believe is like the same as the one that she had in the video. So now I'm gonna take my little baby scissors here and I'm gonna cut these out, so it might be a while.
2 seconds later.
All right, some time has passed, but it's been 1 second for you guys. Now I'm grabbing some of my lash glue and I tried to cut all of these to be like around the same size. Cute. Now I just need to do that like 100 more times. Okay, so far so good. I feel like I'm getting the hang of it now. And now using, whoa, weird angle. And now using some brown from my palette, I'm just gonna shade around them a little bit. And here is how our staples look. I feel like they look incredible. They look even better in person, the way that they catch the light. They actually look like real staples. And this hack was fairly easy, but it was just a little time consuming to cut everything. But it's easy, it worked, it did what it was supposed to. I love this hack. I would highly recommend trying this. Now let's watch our next hack. So she has a piece of foil. It looks like it's from the top of like a Pringles container. crumples it up and then puts some red face paint or fake blood or something on it. This looks pretty cool. I feel like we could maybe use this under my eye. So I have some foil here and I'm gonna grab a piece, crinkle it up a little bit. Here's what it looks like. Should we stamp it on and see what happens? Okay, yeah, that is kind of fun. Do I dare test my limits with a little fake blood? I just can't help myself. Like that even? And then before we move on with the eye, let's watch the next hack. Blood splatter. So she's digging out some different tones of red, mixing it with setting spray, and then using that as kind of fake blood. And obviously our last hack also wanted a blood splatter situation. So we're gonna try to make our own. I'm unfortunately gonna be digging up some of the red in this NYX Cosmetics palette. Even though I love it, I'm not happy about it. We gotta dig her up. I'm so sorry, eyeshadow palette. Don't have a lot of it, so let's hope that this splatters. I'm gonna use my little toothbrush looking thing here. Look at that. It's working. How much blood splatter is too much? And I'm just gonna brush on some of that as well. But I would say the DIY blood splatter did definitely work. And the foil hack also kind of worked. Now I'm gonna try to finish up our kind of torn apart eye look. I'm gonna add a little bit of this. And here is makeup look number 2. I would say the eye torn hack did kind of work, but you can't even really tell that there's toilet paper there. So I would say that hack is not my favorite and it did not really work, but it could work. There's better ways to do it. But I'm actually really happy with how this look turned out. It turned out a lot more cohesive than I thought it would. I think my favorite hack from here is definitely the fake staples. It looks really good and I would definitely do that again. Is it better than look number 1? I don't know. Is it gonna be better than look number 3? Maybe let's go find out. Wow, you guys, that one was kind of scary. And also that contact lens is probably still stuck in Makeup Sydney's eye somewhere. But you wanna see the photo? Wait, it looks really cute. It looks really good. Wait, it looks better, I feel like, in this printed out photo than it did in person. Actually, no, that's a lie. I would never admit to that. It looks incredible in person, actually. Let's add her to the wall next to look number 1. This is tough so far, you guys. I don't know which one's better. And now, we have one more question mark. Now, this look, if I had to sum it up, I would say chaos, creativity, perhaps. And I would just say talent. And you guys are gonna get a little taste of what that's like because I'm gonna toss it back over to Makeup Sydney to go ahead and handle this third look. Hit it. Hey divas, we're back. Yes, we are. Boochu's here. Everybody comment, we love Boots. Look at him. I love him, I love him, I love him. Okay, you're free. And now it's time to do makeup hack look number 3. And so I feel like our other 2 have been pretty good, but I don't know if my hopes are as high for this one, okay? I tried to piece together hacks that I felt like made sense together, but well, I'll just show you. Let's watch the first hack. So I think that's like lipstick that she's putting on an eyelash curler and then stamping it above her eyebrows and below her eye to make devil horns and a little devil tail. This one looks easy enough, right? Or at least you would think so. Here's my eyelash curler. I still have my red lipstick out from our first hack. I'm scared, you guys. I'm like so scared right now. Like I'm literally shaking. Like there. Okay, there. Okay, wait, that worked. Thing with these hacks that make you use a stamp is like I can't see where it ends, you know? So like we missed the bottom there and then we missed the top here. But if the purpose is just to get like a good base to go off of, I can totally fill in the blanks. And then we need this under my eye, which I know is gonna look freaking heinous. Let's see. Okay, wait. Okay, wait, that worked. Okay, and then our diva went in with just some extra paint. Okay, wait, the outlines actually kind of look incredible. And then she also just put a little bit of eyeshadow on the inside. Here's how our double eyelash curler horns look. I would say this hack was really quick, really easy, and it did work. If this is what you're going for, slay. It helped, it actually did. This one says 2 easy Halloween looks using fishnets. Okay, so she's putting like fishnet tights around her literal entire face, and then patting eyeshadow through it. And look number 1 is a mermaid. And then she also did the exact same technique to do a Medusa look. So the only difference is the color that she used. So I bought me a pair of fishnets. Let's open them up. And I'm gonna put these tights around my head, which is something I never thought I'd be doing. You guys, why is this my career? Like when people ask me what I do for work, how do I explain like this is it? you know? I need like the thickest brush ever. Oh, this is good. I feel like I want to do purple, the way that she did it for the mermaid. Okay, I have some purple eyeshadow on the brush. Oh my god, I have so much purple eyeshadow. And then I'm just gonna follow along my contour line, and I'm gonna try and hold the fishnets so they don't move, because if it moves, the entire thing will be ruined. And then why do I want to add some dark blue? There's that half. Now we just have to do it again. I feel like we got it. Are we ready for the reveal? 3, 2, 1. Like, yeah. Wait, yeah, the first side did not work out as good as the second side. Whatever I did over here worked better. That actually looks really cool. I don't think I had it stretched out far enough on this side. The parts that it's faint look really good. I would say this hack was quick and easy, and it does work, but it takes a little trial and error. Like, I think if I did this again, it would look even better. You just really have to not move the tights. But this is cute, and I feel like if y'all are being mermaids, this is definitely the way to do it. Let's watch the next video. Okay, so it looks like we have eyeliner, and she's drawing it on a toothpick. Smile lines, and then straight vertical lines, and then just filling that in with some triangles to make it look like a pumpkin, and then shading around it with some orange. This should be easy enough. But is a pumpkin mouth gonna go with our mermaid devil look? Spoiler alert. No, it won't. Bamboo toothpicks. I actually did not own any toothpicks before this video. Oh my gosh, there's so many in here. Now, I don't think I'm gonna use eyeliner. I think I'm gonna use face paint because eyeliner dries too quickly. And I'm just gonna put her on our stick here. Now, let's start with the smile. Yup. Now I need to cover like the whole stick. Wait, it's working pretty good actually. Are these even? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I need one more. And now that we have our base, she went back in and just kind of shaped them out a little better. So I just filled in the liner, and here's how our mouth is looking. Next, we have to go in with some black eyeshadow and do that over the center line and smoke that out a little bit, kind of like that. And now we just put some orange kind of around the entire thing. And here is our pumpkin mouth. I think this might be the best hack we did. If not, it's definitely up there. It looks great. It was super easy. It did exactly what the video said it was gonna do. I wish all the hacks could be this successful. It's giving Pumpkin Slay Queen 3000. This is fab. This is cute. Now I clearly have a lot more extra room on my face, so let's watch our next video. So she has a sponge wrapped in plastic wrap, and then she drew kind of this leopard print on it, stamps it on, and then uses a cotton swab to fill in the centers. If this works, this could be really cool actually. Here's what my sponge looks like. I think it's the same as hers. So I'm gonna grab our black face paint, and I'm just gonna start drawing some leopard print on here. All right, here's what my leopard print looks like. And now, because it's water activated face paint, I can even give it a little spray before I put it back on my face to kind of make sure she's gonna transfer. And I'm thinking we do it as like freckles. This could look heinous. I really don't know. Ready? Oh god. Oh god. Well, now I just look like I have some sort of skin disease. I think I pressed too hard. I think I really didn't need to do all that. So that looks horrible. All right, I just drew it again. It's definitely worse this time. Okay, that time it did kind of work. Let's also do across the nose. I feel like I'm starting to figure out how to do it. Now I'm gonna go through with some black eyeliner and just kind of trace the stamp that we put on. I'm like literally doing surgery to see if we can save it. Micellar milk, please save me, girl. And now that I know what I'm doing, I'm just gonna re-stamp that half of my face. All right, Pookies, I've successfully revived the leopard print as much as I can. And now I'm gonna go into our palette and grab some of this light brown. Why does it kind of look incredible? Was it easy? Kind of. Was it fast? Kind of. Did it work? Yes, it ended up working, and it actually looks really good. Now this video says last minute Halloween hack. So she has white face paint, it looks like, on her finger, smudges it on, continues to draw it out with some white eyeliner, and then uses black on them to turn them into little ghosts. So here's what we're gonna do, ladies. I'm gonna use my pinky because we don't be having a lot of space. And honestly, you know what? I'm not even gonna think about it, okay? We have our smudgies on the forehead, and then she just made it a little bit more ghosty shape. And to make them pop, she shaded around them with some contour. And we gotta draw on like smudgy ghosty faces. And here is our little smudgy finger ghosts. They do look like smudgy finger ghosts, I'm not gonna lie. I would say, I mean, technically this one worked, but like, I don't think it's useful, really.
One eternity later.
Okay, Pookies, here is look number 3. What could we even call this costume? So this is giving pumpkin devil ghost leopard mermaid. obviously. And this is gonna be the #1 trending Halloween makeup look this season. This is the #1 costume. If you look it up on ChatGPT, this is what she will say. From this makeup look, I think the pumpkin toothpick hack and the leopard print were definitely my favorites. What do we think? I think it turned out cute. Hey, I'm back. Now, some may say that our third look is kind of random and had nothing to do with each other and it wasn't cohesive. But I would say this is pushing the boundaries and thinking outside the box. Like, this is not your normal cup of tea. This is a hotter, bigger cup of tea. And I can confidently say no one has ever done a makeup look like this anymore. And there is something special about that. So let's add it to the wall next to our previous 2 looks. Now I'm gathered here underneath 3 gorgeous photos of myself. And I want you all to comment right now. Look #1, look #2, or look #3. Cast your vote and I'm gonna be reading and replying to the comments. Thanks for watching. Watch another video. YouTube thinks you'll like this one. Bye guys.